Well, hello, everyone, and welcome back to the 2022 Oscatch World Cup. Doland here. I'll be joined by Chillier Pair for the next match, Russian Federation against Norway. We finally got the pair in on the Catch World Cup.
We're finally getting some fruit into the commentary booth for the second time ever. What a day. What a day.
So expect all of the fruit puns this match and no other match.
Expect to be completely sick of both of us within 20 minutes.
Yes.
I hope you'll enjoy.
But before you hate us, we would like to remind you first, go ahead and buy those banners. They're in the
Perfect.
store. You gotta have the banner one. But seriously, you can check those out in the store. The banners are available. But anyway, this match, 11th seed Russia, 22nd seed Norway, the very bottom of the bracket. 11 versus 22. We have the predictions going right now. It seems most of the chat favoring the Russian Federation. The few bold, proud Norwegian believers in the chat, 6 of them.
I believe in Norway. I think they have a chance in this match. They've got a good roster, one of the better rosters that they've had over the past couple of years. They have not made it out of the group stages, of course, back in the past 3 years, since 2019 all the way through 2021. We have since relegated group stages.
And these are probably the most predictable bans you will see. Norway banning out the RO32 because Russia is going to be the favorite on speed here, and Russia banning out Hidden 1 because Norway is probably going to look to Hidden and the slower Nomads, but Russia opening things up with Double Time 1, a very popular pick, Wizard's Tower.
Good map for Russia. Honestly, Russia's generally another team. Again, they look very good on speed picks a lot of the time, a lot of the faster stuff. It's really something they're strong on. Of course, you've got a lot of noticeable players here. Classic roster for their team this year. Doing, little trolling on qualifiers this year. They've generally been a stronger team. Last year making it through semifinals weekend, they've got that 7th to 8th place finish. The year before that, slightly below. So they've been making steady improvements over the past couple of years in order to get where they are now. And I think they've started to kind of peak just a little bit more now. So maybe another round further for them this year.
We'll have to see. The one notable thing for them is only a 5-man roster this year for the Russian Federation. But it is certainly not bereft of talent, and we're going to get this match underway on Russia's Double Time 1 pick. So it'll be Memoriola, Nelly, and Insomnia against Cameragod, Sisef, and Zazik. Cameragod taking on Hidden, no surprise there. He is very much a Hidden enjoyer.
Hidden enjoyers. A lot of Hidden enjoyers on the picks today. We've seen quite a few running through that Hidden, so we'll see if that makes any difference here.
One of the unique things about Catch, because Hidden providing no extra score bonus in Score V2 for Double Time and Hard Rock, you can add it for reading preference.
Everyone loves a little bit of unmind block on the Hidden there. Drew, you practice these maps so many times and you start to kind of just fall into too much of a rhythm. The Hidden kind of serves to assist there. Got a very early break from Zazik. He's going to start to recover just a little bit. Not a super long pick, sub 2 minutes. Insomnia is going to trade it.
And Cameragod trades that miss right back from Insomnia, so the advantage still with Russia. 2 FCs to 1. It's only Sisef for Norway against Nelly and Memoriola. Those supporting players going to get those combos back up to that 200 combo cap.
Does stay pretty close. 2 double S's on the side of Russia. Sisef, just a couple droplet misses here. Halfway past the halfway of the map here. Zazik back over that 200 combo. So is Cameragod. It's going to start to even out a bit here. Oh, but a break from Zazik.
Yeah, but now Norway are going to need more than 1 miss from Russia. It was a 1 miss game until that second miss there from Zazik.
Well, looking for a strong performance from Russia to start off the match here on their own pick. Memoriola and Nelly both looking solid on this here, both returning from the roster last year as well as Insomnia, so this is a very experienced trio.
Yep, and Sisef is going to go down. Unfortunate for Norway, that is their last FC gone. And that is going to mean Russia taking this opening point. Norway hung with them for a bit, but only 1 miss from Russia on Double Time. Double SS for Memoriola and Nelly. 1-0 Russia.
Strong start from them. The double S is something that we saw in a couple of our earlier matches here. These teams with the stronger consistency on these early stages, really comfortable. They know exactly what they're doing here, and you really need to put up a competing roster for that early on in the match. We've seen a lot of one-sided finishes here, a lot of 5-0s, a lot of 5-1s. Norway gonna look to prevent that on their first pick here, see if they can get themselves on the board immediately. They're running the exact same roster that they ran last year, so they've got all these players with some experience behind them, a lot of other gameplay gone over the past year. They're ready to bring it back this year, have a strong start against Russia, prevent any possible breakpoints here right from the start.
I would not be surprised to see Hidden 2 come out here.
That's been a favorite today. That has been a favorite. A lot of teams liken to the Hidden.
Oh, but they're going to go for Mixed Mod 2, which this works for Norway as well. Or my bad, that's no mod. It's hard having Mixed Mod now to tell in the chat whether they say Mixed Mod or no mod.
No, is that an M? It is an M. It is Mixed Mod. It was right. Okay, I was like, it's small font. It is Mixed Mod 2.
This makes way more sense. No mod 2 makes way more sense here than I was thinking Mixed Mod.
It is Mixed Mod 2, so we will we'll get that switched up here. It is, in fact...
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Mixed Mod. I don't know what's happening here.
It is Mixed Mod 2. We're just going to get everything all switched over so that we've got the map pool screen looking all good. We're going to get the...
Tripping.
Yeah, the ref's going to switch the match really quick. You had it. You had it.
I had it. I should never doubt myself.
We're going to get right back into things here. Quick switch. There we are, right up on your screen there. Team Blue, Norway, the PC Convert map. Nordis is happy.
And this is interesting. And I think Norway should be fine here on Mixed Mod because you only need one Hard Rock player. And that's not an issue for Norway. The issue for Norway is competing, getting a 3-player Hard Rock roster or double time roster here against Russia. That's where they're going to look to avoid. But on Mixed Mod, they've got hidden players. And they want to test Russia here perhaps on hidden. Maybe they want to avoid diving right into Hidden 2 and see if they have any hidden players, how they might be playing, how they might be faring. Well, Ivy checking in.
This is definitely providing a lot of opportunities for teams, who maybe have that 1-star player on each individual modification. Really gives them a chance to strut their stuff, put out some impressive performances across the board. And again, we mentioned before, it really does make a difference for those teams who really don't have maybe a strong 3-player roster for one individual mod pick in here. So it really does give that variation a lot more openness.
Yeah, exactly. Just allows more options for teams, really. And, it's kind of the closest equivalent of a free mod you can get in Catch. You can't really do traditional free mod, but Mixed Mod, a good way to fill that gap and give teams options. And
we'll call it Force Mod. We'll call it Force Mod. That's
Force Mod! Hey! Yeah. How about that? There you go!
I think that's what we mentioned that earlier today. I think it's a force mod. You have to have.
But then we're gonna get the standard players coming here and be like free mod, and then all the Catch players will be like, actually, it's forced mod.
Yeah, we haven't had Twitter drama between communities before. I wonder what that would be like. We'll see if we can avoid that for the time being.
I can tell you we'd be outnumbered. I know that much.
Well, we'll see if Russia can be outnumbered here by Norway in performance on this pick here, looking to get themselves on a strong start here in this match as we get into the map here. Insomnia Memoriola and Kitsune Ivy against Camera God Vanilla and Mile start off this Mixed Mod pick.
So it's going to be Camera God versus Insomnia on the Hard Rock. Camera God also taking Hidden for the reading as well. The Hard Rock players are allowed to do that.
Yeah, a lot of players opt to do that. A little bit more comfortable to read it with the Hidden sometimes.
Mm-hmm. And if you are a Hidden player and you have to step up and fill that Hard Rock role, as someone who's had to do that in tournaments before, being able to slap on Hidden if you're a Hidden player, it helps immensely. So it's all just a matter of preference. But no misses so far as we get to the quarter-way mark here. And it's a slight advantage for Norway. And Insomnia is going to be the first miss here. Norway in front. Still with Trip FCs.
Well, Russia a little bit behind at the beginning here with that break from Insomnia. Norway's going to look strong through the beginning here. 3-way double S, not wavering on anything. All looking very confident in their movements here. Everything nice and easy for them. One's hitting that hyper dash there.
Insomnia, though, back up to that 200 combo cap, so the bleeding now stops. Norway will have to try to retain this advantage. Three-way SSs for them, 2 SSs on the side of Russia. It's literally only the miss from Insomnia right now making the difference. About a third of the map left.
Well, last couple bits here, just over 2.5 minutes for this one. It's only the break on Insomnia. There's not a whole lot of room for error on Norway's part for the remainder of this pick, but the ball is in their court. They have to lose a miss.
And actually, there is something to think about here, too. Insomnia is the Hard Rock player. That's the only player with a mod advantage, a score mod advantage. The hidden player is the same modifier, 1.0. Hard Rock is weighted more, so even if we see a miss from Vanilla right there, like that, or no mod, it's still weighted more. Weighted less than the Russian miss. So now things are going to get close, but Mile drops as well. Camera gun, that's a team miss! Norway falls apart in the end on their own pick! Oh no!
Oh, you hate to see it right at the ending, too. Memoriola, Kitsune Ivy both holding the double S's into the ending on the Nomad and the Hidden.
Oh, you just cannot have that. That is so tragic, and Russia will take a 2-0 lead. Norway was there. They were there.
Oh, that hurts to watch. Oh, no.
Oh, one after the other, they fell, and Russia is there to scoop up the point, and they will... I believe it'll be their pick. I believe that that's wrong in the chat. Yep. It's going to be Mixed Mod 1. So we're going to keep it in Mixed Mod.
Man, that little wiggle at the ending.
Well, it wasn't even the same part for all three of them. They fell one after the other. Literally Vanilla, then Mild, and Camera God.
Well,
the worst timing. So on to Mixed Mod 1. This has been a very popular pick this weekend. I mean, when teams haven't been banning Mixed Mod, or when they have been banning Mixed Mod, it's usually not this map. This is the one that's left open.
Yeah, we'll see if these teams continue the trend of success on this map thus far. It'll be interesting to see the statistics of this round afterwards. That is Mixed Mod 2. We'll switch. We'll have the refs.
Some technical difficulties.
It's fine. We're gonna get everything all switched up here. Everyone wish our valiant referee luck in organizing things.
The pick should be Mixed Mod 1 here.
It is. It was on the correct map, and then and then something happened.
As usual, it wouldn't be the Catch World Cup without some scuffed stuff happening in the round of 32. And every round, really. I expect this at least once every single round.
We'll work things out a little bit here. We'll get everything all situated. We're going to have a great time. We're going to have a great time. I think both of these teams are looking really good right now. Unfortunate misses from Norway at the end of the previous pick, and then that break point, just not quite how they wanted to start off. Regardless, they did look good enough on their pick that I wouldn't be too worried about them having much issue grabbing another point in the future.
I'm not going to lie. This is kind of I would say, a semi-risky pick here from Russia. I wouldn't say it's a bad pick, but just going to Mixed Mod 1, it's a slightly easier map than something like Mixed Mod 2. And it just gives Norway options here. And they performed well on the Mixed Mod. They just happened to fall apart at the ending, tragically. So we'll have to see. Russia must be confident in this, but they're going to keep their roster. Kitsune Ivy on Hidden, Memorial and Nomad, Insomnia, Hard Rock. And basically the same roster for Norway, the only substitution being Sysef coming in for Vanilla on the Nomad. We will see Mile on Hidden and Camera God on Hidden Hard Rock.
Definitely looking for that very similar trend of these early stage teams here. You got a really strong roster you put up for these, early stage easier maps, a little bit more consistency oriented, and then, you find that roster and you lock it in, and that guarantees you quite a few picks if you're one of the stronger teams in this tournament. And Russia's capitalizing on that right now. However, Norway, being a strong team of themselves as well, really giving them a hard time for it, only letting it up in the last couple seconds of that previous pick there. Really unfortunate for them. They're going to have a chance to maybe take a break point back here if they're able to perform similarly to that last pick.
Yeah, that's the thing is, I think what Russia are doing here, and this is by no means, I would say, a mispick. I think they're really trying to test the mental of Norway here. Because they know that was a tragic miss, tragic collapse at the end. They knew they were behind. So they're trying to see if Norway can recover. And here's the first miss coming out of Cameragod. That is the Hard Rock player.
Unfortunate there, that Hidden Hard Rock catching up a little bit on this one here.
Coming to the halfway mark.
Pretty even across all the other players here, though. Cameragod really struggling on that section there.
Yep, another miss shortly after. And no signs of any weakness here from Russia. Still trip SS's from them.
Oh.
Ooh, Insomnia. There's the other Hard Rock player will trade a miss back, so that's going to give Norway a chance, but Zysep is going to trade a miss back. That's the Nomad player going down.
Well, unfortunately, there was an opportunity for Norway almost guaranteed to be given away by that miss from Zysep unless Russia completely falls apart at the ending here. Memoriola, Kitsune Ivy both looking extremely confident through this match thus far.
This is 100,000 points. That is a pretty huge lead. They're going to need to see basically a double miss, nearly, maybe even a team miss. And I don't think they would even have enough time. This is pretty much Russia's point here.
It would be asking a lot given their current status to see a miss like that, so Norway might just have to finish this pick out as strong as they can and then go next. And there goes Mile as a final break for Norway to lose their last FC there. Memoriola, Kitsune Ivy both looking extremely good until the last spinner bit here. And there we are. Double S once again. Just the one break from Insomnia.
So that's 2 mixed mod maps down. 3-0 in favor of Russia. Norway, potential last pick here. They need to make it count. If they can get a point here, they can guarantee themselves one more pick. But excellent stuff from Memoriola and Kitsune Ivy. Single miss coming out of Insomnia. Russia, super consistent. And that is making all the difference.
Well, that's maybe just the slight difference that we're seeing between, the top half of the teams out of qualifiers, those top 16 versus the bottom 16 here. It really does take a lot of consistency, a lot of strong play through these early stages, all the way through the later stages here. And then again, you gotta have that baseline. You gotta have that skill floor you come into the tournament with, and you got to be confident on these early stage maps. Otherwise, if you're a skill cap player, if you're really good at the super difficult maps in here, it doesn't matter a whole lot if you can't make it there. So Russia really strutting their stuff on these early picks the way that I think a lot of people expect a team of their caliber to be able to put out here. Norway, again, doing the best that they possibly can.
And,
but
yep, here it comes, Hidden 2.
It's time.
Yep, they kind of have to pick this, I feel. Russia banning Hidden 1, might as well pick Hidden 2. That's usually not a bad strategy. And Norway, I would say, definitely can compete in the Hidden department. They have Hidden players. Cameragod has been playing with Hidden on every mixed mod pick. So, and then there's Mile.
They're a hidden country. Norway is a hidden country. I don't know if anyone here keeps up with multiple game modes, but Norway is just a beast at hidden in every mode.
They are very much a hidden and HD nation.
They're so good at hidden. We'll see.
But Russia had some hidden players too. Kitsune Ivy, Nelly checking in. Memorial of their ace, no slouch either. But I feel like this could be Norway's best shot to get a point. They were saving it for their last pick.
Gonna need all the help they can get right now. Down 3-0. What would be considered in most cases their last opportunity to put a point up on the board here, at least on an area that they're going to be comfortable in. See if they're able to, kind of get that consistency back a little bit, maybe shake off some of the nerves, some of the uncertainty from the previous few picks in here, and kind of fall back to what they know they can do.
We might as well take this in, because the fact that this map didn't get banned is shocking. Because normally it's this one that gets banned from the hidden pool. the AR 8.4 HD, low approach rate hidden. It is definitely a unique skill set that not a lot of teams really have a dominant 3-player roster for. But I guess Norway just fancy their chances, and I do not blame them. Russia are a speed team, and this is very much the opposite of speed.
Well, that it is. They're going to take all their advantages they can get right now to get themselves a point on the board as we get into what is potentially Norway's final pick, but given their trend on Hidden and the way that they've been looking in this match, it would be asking a lot to have them lose a pick like this that I think they've saved intentionally for this time here. A little bit of a roster switch from the Russian Federation right here. Nelly going to be coming in here. And then we've got a similar roster for Norway. It's going to be Vanilla.
Yeah, Vanilla checking back in. Rosters make sense here for both sides. We're going to see how many of them wiggle. Memoriola, the only one wiggling. If you do not move, if you do not touch your keyboard for those first 20 combo, you are in the exact perfect place to catch everything without moving. But if you move the slightest, you have to wiggle it. Camera God is going to get caught out afterwards. That's the first miss.
Oh, and another one.
Oh, and that's not a good sign, and not a great start here for Camera God. Another miss. Memoriola is going to go down and trade one. Vanilla trading that miss, though, back. So it's only 1 FC to 2. Russia leading this. And you can just do so much trolling on low approach rate hidden if you have a bad start. And Camera God, oh, the mental state right now.
It's just slightly off on so many patterns here, and it really is throwing the combo away so much. You can see how far the AC has dropped because of the misses as well.
And they're already 180,000 points behind. They're going to need Russia to melt down. Need a team miss to get back in this. Nelly and Kitsunaivi still on the double SS mile with the SS is in for Norway. Kitsunaivi, there's a team miss from Russia. Wait a minute. Vanilla won't trade one of those misses, but Camera God is up to 200 combo now. That's the cap. Vanilla, another miss. But still, Norway are going to pull back a lot of that lead. That is huge. They get a couple more misses out of Russia here. It's not over.
This is doable. Miles still looking really strong on that double S right now. He's got Camera God to back him up. They just need Vanilla to be able to put up above that 200 combo again. The double break.
That's another double miss, and here comes Norway back in the final quarter.
This
is an unbelievable comeback. They were down by over 200k, and now they're in the lead in the final 1/8 of the map even.
They look so much more confident at the ending of this map now, being a little bit more secured into things. Russia doesn't have much opportunity to make a comeback now, and I think this is going to be pretty solidified.
Such an impressive recovery from Camera God, who was just tilting early on. Came back with the combo at the literal perfect moment for Norway. And Mile is going to come through with the SS. The FC and Norway are on the board. They will see one more pick in this match. It's 3-1.
What an impressive performance from Mile, holding it down for his team. He saw my teammates have broken. I know exactly what I need to do at this moment. I've been training for this my entire life. And he held it down the double S, the only one in the lobby here across both teams. So confident into the ending of that map there. Norway has their opportunity to find a good run in this match now. They're going to need to find a couple break points from Russia in order to really get a secure position, but that's a hard one.
Russia going with Hard Rock 1. They say, okay, we can play the same strategy. But it makes sense here. I mean, it's the basic speed map of the pool. But, I mean, this is probably the speed map that Norway would be the most likely to contend on. That being said, the advantage is still with Russia. It's very short, too, though. So a miss at the wrong time could spell disaster. We've seen that happen already in several matches on this pick. And Mile...
That's from the last one.
Mile with a proud statement, proving Sekre wrong on the predictions. I would also like to take this moment to shout out that I did give Norway a point on this, so thank you, Mile. Appreciate it.
Simple, really. Simple. What a strong performance on that one. Really looking forward to see if they can make the most of the rest of this match here. Certainly not over yet. These his best of nines don't give you a whole lot of wiggle room for error, but there is just enough to slip up once, and Norway had that slip up, luckily, not twice in a row.
Well, I mean, you know what? Norway had that tragic team miss earlier, and then Russia with a team miss of their own. Norway able to capitalize. That was huge. So on to Hard Rock 1.
Really makes you wonder what happened on that that mixed mod there. If there wasn't that big team break at the ending, this match would be rather close right now. But they'll make the most of it.
All right, so it's going to be Insomnia, Memoriola, and Nelly for Russia against Cameragod, Sysef, and Mile for Norway. Both Mile and Cameragod taking hidden. That does not surprise me. Again, the hidden not providing any score bonus.
Nice comfortable start as we get past the first spinner here. Now we really get into things here. Just over 2 minutes, high intensity. There's absolutely no room for slip-ups here.
Slight advantage to Russia off that spinner. They just outspun barely.
Enough to give them that early lead, but they're going to have to maintain their current position to see what happens. We've generally seen Norway with the first break of most of these maps, with the exception of Mixed Mod 2 here. We'll see if they can maybe change that trend, but both teams looking good. Sysef making a couple droplets there, nothing too big, but it's going to be enough to keep that score on Russia's side after the spinner as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, taking that last place definitely relieved a little pressure for Norway. They are not facing winner's bracket elimination on this very pick, so they can be a little more relaxed, and that might help them out here. So far, no misses from anyone. It's probably the simplest speed map of the pool, aside from DT1.
I was looking confident so far. We're past the halfway point in the map here, just under a minute to go. Not a whole lot of room for error now. We're really going to come down to the wire at the ending of this pick here. Norway was able to slip up at the end of mixed match. Oh no! They need a break from Russia soon.
Yeah, they're going to need a break very shortly as we're now into the final quarter. Sysef is going to do everything he can to try to rebuild that combo and keep Norway in it, but Norway are going to need at least one miss from Russia. And they were behind on spins too, so they might even need more.
Yeah, I think they need 2 breaks from Russia. Is Sysef even going to hit the 200 combo cap by the end of the map? He might barely. But it won't matter as Russia finds no breaks. 3-way double.
Wait. You done did it. You done did it. They need one more. There's not enough time to capitalize off Nelly's miss because he missed right at the end. And that is going to be a point for Russia, 4-1 match point.
Wow, almost a triple-double S for Russia. Nelly.
Yeah, just had to go and ruin it for him, huh?
Unfortunate for Nelly, but well done to Russia. Very strong performance as a team there. Cameragod looking really good on that one on the hidden hard rock, as well as Mile, but just a couple droplets dropped on that side. That break from Sysef, just an inopportune point there, just enough to throw that score over. That's going to be Russia.
Last chance saloon for Norway. They have one more pick here. They will need some break points to guarantee another pick. But looking at the map pool, again, there's not really, they don't have a whole lot of options. They kind of have to go Nomad here. Potentially going with Nomad 1, Nomad 2, maybe Nomad 3. Nomad 2 is going to be the choice.
Another map that we've seen picked quite a bit over the matches this weekend here. Definitely another favorite. We'll see if it becomes a Norway favorite. They're able to get a point off on this one. Keep themselves in this a little bit longer. 4-2 would be one of the more respectable score lines we've seen this weekend. Again, a lot very one-sided matches. The closest that we've seen so far of the weekend actually being a 5-2 between Poland and Belgium.
Yeah, well, this could be a chance here for Norway. It's a very short map, AR 8.8. It's kind of the Nomad tech-specific pick of the pool. Yeah.
Well, Norway tech enjoyers. We'll see if they're able to make this work for them. Again, a couple more opportunities in this match to have their picks go their way. Unfortunately, just tiny little slip-ups at some points in here really have not worked in their favor. Russia maintaining that consistency across this entire match, just completely unwavering in their ability to play these maps today. So strong across the board, really proving to us again why they're one of the top half-seeded teams.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're going to be contenders, but unfortunately, because they didn't really qualify as high as we thought they would, they're going to have to run into some stiff competition next week if they do win this match in the form of Canada. That is who the winner of this match will get in the winner's bracket in the round of 16.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one for them. Norway, of course, if they do end up not being able to stage a comeback here, will be going to the loser's bracket next week to face off against the United Kingdom.
Yep. So Canada awaiting the winner, the United Kingdom awaiting the loser. But again, Norway, because they won that point, their reward is this pick. So we'll see if they can capitalize on it and put another point on the board.
Gotta make the most of what you have right now. If you're Norway, this is what is essentially your last opportunity to start staging this comeback here. Of course, if they lose this pick, they are done for. They do need to get a break point after this, but this is going to have to be the start.
Yeah, it looked like they were trying to invite Insomnia to the lobby, but weren't able to. So interesting to see if there are technical issues for Insomnia at the moment. But for Russia, it is going to be Nelly, Memorial, and Kitsunaivi against Cameragod, Sysef, and Mile for Norway.
Good rosters, same as the last map that we've seen here, so both teams really confident in these in order to get the job done. Another shorter map here, looking to see any little slip-ups here at the beginning.
Here we go into the first major key eye here. These text streams back and forths. Hyper dashes mixed into those tiny little double transitions.
Yeah, I've seen a
and
lot.
And Memorial and Mile both missing at the same time.
Having trouble with them. We've seen again.
Mile dropped a second time afterwards, but Sysef and Kitsunaivi dropped, and Kitsunaivi dropped big. So did Sysef, though. So it's a slight advantage to Russia. Only one FC apiece.
Dead even between the breaks on these two teams right here. We'll have to see where the next break comes from. Kitsunaivi.
That's right, the halfway point. Yeah, and Mile trades it though. It's still going to be a slight advantage to Russia here. Memorial now to that 200 combo, as Sysef and Mile are now still below it.
Sysef needs to hit that 200 combo marker here, and there it is. Mile's going to have to start having a good recovery here. That break from Kitsunaivi and Mile did bring the score gap a little bit closer, but it's not going to be enough for Norway to pull away with this pick unless we see another break out of someone from Russia, but it's going to stay exactly the same as it has been right now.
A one missed game into the final quarter. The match is on the line. Norway need this point. Will Russia provide the break, or will they walk it off here? The sliders.
Oh, no drops on the sliders, no droplet misses either. Haven't seen anything. We're holding strong here. Cameragod and Nelly both holding with one droplet miss apiece, and it's really not going to be anything into the ending that you can miss on here.
Well, you say that, but I've seen crazier things. Russia still have to bring it home. It's less than one missed gap, but they are going to do it, and that's going to be the match, 5-1. Another match where really the scoreboard doesn't quite tell the full story. Norway were very competitive on most of these picks. Gave Russia quite a good run for their money on about 3 of these maps. But just unfortunate for them, it didn't work out that way. Russia will move on. 5-1, they face Canada. Norway will get the United Kingdom next week.
Well, as you said, a valiant performance from Team Norway. Not quite enough against our 11th seeded Russia team this year. They're going to face another, again, harder match this weekend. The 6th seeded Canada next weekend in our round of 16. Close matchup in the losers bracket between the United Kingdom and Norway, the 27th seed versus our 22nd seed. So that's going to be another close one. So congratulations to Russia. Again, advancing to the next week of the winners bracket. They've still got both of their losses left in this tournament. Norway down to one match left that they can lose before relegation like all the other teams in our losers bracket. Of course, that's not going to be it for us this weekend. We have 3 more matches left up. Next up, going to be the United States versus the Ukraine in 25 minutes, followed by Germany, Finland, and Mexico, Sweden. You're going to want to stick around to see all of those matches, which my friend here, Dolan, will be sticking around for.
Yes, I will. Chili or pear will not be, though, if all goes according to plan. So how was your first CWC match?
Oh, we're living the dream today. We finally got some fruit going in the booth here. So we didn't get a chance to make as many puns as we wanted, but we'll see if we can get some running for future weeks. We'll see.
It's all right. The pear is in there, and that's all that matters.
Oh, goodness. All right. Well, for now, we'll take a quick short break. We'll leave you all on the schedule screen for a bit and let you enjoy some music from our featured artists here that we've got on. Make sure, if you'd like, feel free to stop by the store in the next 25 minutes, grab yourself a banner, support your favorite team. They're always looking out for as many supporters as they possibly can. And remember that if you do end up getting the banner for the team that ends up winning the tournament, you'll get to keep it for the entire year until the next Catch World Cup in 2023. Quite a long ways away in hindsight. But we'll take a quick break for now. We will see you all in just a bit.